Matrix 8. Forgive yourself in writing. Retrospection. As I will attend practical methods to assist you in this world. What is the most common situation in this world? Money, survival, relationships, works, job, employments, etc. It all starts in your thoughts, emotions, desires and fears. So your thoughts, clear your thoughts, are not who you are, obviously. Your thoughts are derived from a mind consciousness system within you. Many questions one asks is, but why can't we get rid of this system? Because if we take literally away all your human physical body, and at this time it would collapse you entirely, because you fused yourself within this system to the exact what it expected of you. That is, if we remove it from you, it will kills you in the physical world, in dimension 3. And also because it is a process for each and every human being to liberate oneself from this magic and anarchy. And not only, but also for dimensional beings. That means also for original souls that are not with a physical body. In other words, what I'm saying, that this is a process. It's not like opening a book and you read from page 1 to the last page and then you are done. This is a process. You will have to work yourself for your own liberation. That will be forever. But in terms of practical application, it requires we are applying as for you, for each one. It's individually. Not only we stand behind you saying, you know now to this and do that. No, it's to say, because we are all together, I am with you. You are part of me. And I am also part of you, your real soul, your inner soul, your original soul. It is a realization that we need to rid ourselves of me completely and you, because we are one family. And walk this with you and be completely. We are all one, and one is worth equal to another original soul. And this is wonderful and interesting and eternal, but not physical. This is not the real world in dimension 3. This is a esclavization, matrix, Anunnakis, infernal. Turning to force, start with force. First, you are aware of what you think, really. If you sit at night and see your retrospection and prospection during the day, and when recalling the event during the day, you will notice that the thoughts were exactly 100% the same as you were thinking during the day, as you have in the evening. Maxim would be first. The first would be through your day. Be aware of your thoughts throughout the day, your emotions, desires and fears. Now the first suggestion would be to get comfortable at night in your bed and write your experiences during the day. See your day in retrospection and prospection from morning until the night, and then look especially at the moments that you recall. You had a specific thought as experience, emotions, desires or fears. I guarantee You will remember because, in a sense, you are conscious all the day long. Only human beings not admit to themselves and do not really want to. So remember specific times. This would be my first suggestion. What you do is observe the thoughts you had at the time. See what you have experienced in that time and then apply self-forgiveness. But this self-forgiveness has to be applied in an extremely specific, writing way. It's like you will capture a moment as if you took a picture of it, of an experience you had during the day. So take the time you actually captured it. When you sit in your bed at night, because remember exactly, I guarantee you will. And then, after you apply the self-forgiveness, every point, you have to apply self-forgiveness for the thoughts you had. You have to apply forgiveness for everything I've experienced according to emotions, desires, and fears within. You have to forgive the person, event that occurred at that time. Then you also have to forgive yourself that you did not stop at that time and really apply self-forgiveness at the time and then continue. Or if you stop, you will also have to forgive yourself. And in writing about this, to be more specific on exactly how specific you have to make the partner of yourself, because if you just forget the point in time when your experience remain, because there yet exists within you as a memory to which you cling, which you use to define yourself in the future, then you will also be able to become more aware during your day. What is to be aware of? I'm making you aware that this time to tell you what are the thoughts, what are the emotions, which are the desires and fears. Now you are aware of them. Now in this awareness you have to apply in terms of when you see a thought comes, forgive them. Or forgive it if it's one thought, no matter who tries thinking, no matter if it's good or bad, because good or bad doesn't exist. Both have to be forgiven. It's a thought is a thought, and a thought is not who you are. It is a system developed in mind esclavization by the Anunnakis matrix. And then also you got to the point where you see the thought come and not have any reaction to thoughts. That's what you remember. The non-identification with the thought. I repeat, the no identification with the thought. If you have any reaction to the thought, which would also be a process. Because as it is now, you have a thought and you get into guilt, or into suffering, into sadness, when you think of it, into, so say, emotions, desires, or fears. Then do not worry, just forgive yourself the guilt, the fear of which a thought realized in your mind. But soon you will realize that you will see these thoughts floating around and now have any reaction. And you now won't have any reaction, to be specified. They are like small things that are strangled things, wandering. All you do is delete a magical path. There's a plastic bag floating in the air, actually. The participation is very interesting for thoughts, because thoughts afloat draw curiosity, like you see emerging things, thinking, and you want to follow it because it seems so interesting, and then there you go. So be careful at the time, because thoughts also lies to you. They don't tell you the truth. Because you're a complete dimensional human being with an original soul. And then you come there stop the force immediately. You can tell them I stop you, or you can tira un rayo as it's like using a hand and giving away a flash, form of a flash. But with that you need to have worked actually more in plasma work. But it works anyway because you have power in your real soul, original soul. And remember, force takes you from one place to another. It just proves that they are trying to enslave you. And you will have to be aware of that this force is not your real soul, your original soul that is talking. It's the Matrix Anunnakis system that are talking. It's not you. So be aware of what you're hearing and take care. Don't listen to it. With all love, eternal love, and power to every and each soul. Con alma, con original soul. Forever we are together. September 2001 and the second time of the spiral time. Second year of the spiral time.